If you've been thinking that people will always be there for you when you're going through challenges or life problems, then you're probably wrong. Because what I found in life that people have only got a limited amount of time and a limited amount of patience to deal with your problems. So in today's video, I want to discuss a few of the reasons why people don't want to keep hearing about your problems and why it's important to stand on your own 2 feet. One of the things that are guaranteed in this life is problems. You might go through divorce. Most people will go through a breakup, and it might be a bad breakup that really affects you. A lot of people will go through money worries. Some people might go through bankruptcies, or they might lose their house. A lot of people will go through depression, or maybe they might just go through sadness that they might think is depression. And a message for the men that might watch this is, if you've got problems, society will expect you to deal with it. And your wife or your children or your girlfriend, they just will expect you to get on with it and not fall into depression. You might get 1 or 2 free passes to discuss problems with your friends or your family members. And I get it. We all want people to be there. We just want one person minimum to be there to sit and listen. And I think we've all got that. Well, I hope that most of us have got at least one person in our life to discuss our problems with. But the sad fact is you only get about 1 or 2 free passes in life to discuss problems with people, because after that, society expects you to sort it out, and you are literally on your own, because people expect you to stand on your own 2 feet. And like I said before, people generally don't want to sit and listen to your problems. And why is that? People have got their own problems to deal with nowadays. People are too worried and stressed out about their own survival and trying to figure out their own life. So yeah, while I said that, humans coming together and sharing their problems is a great thing, you are on a limited timescale when it comes to offloading onto other people. And I think you need to be a little bit self-conscious about how many times you do offload to people, because like I said, once you've had your 1 or 2 chances to chat about problems, then people will start getting annoyed with you. And I know I've been there before when friends have offloaded to me. It's not that it's not that you're being a bad person because you don't want to keep listening. It's just you've got your own shit going off. So I think having some self-awareness and understanding that people will be there for you, but only for a limited amount of time. We don't like weakness. Weakness is not celebrated in society. Why do you think homeless people are looked down upon? Because society sees them as weak and we just ridicule them. Well, some people do. And the human foundation and human civilization wasn't built on weakness, it was built on strength. When I was going through my problems a few years ago since COVID, and thank God I've come out of those problems now, I pretty much walked down that path alone, because most of those problems were through my own fault, and I accept that. And I didn't really want to tell people, because I thought, well, knowing that they're my own fault, I did not want to tell people and then hear them tell me that it's my own fault, because I knew that anyway. So I pretty much raw dogged those few years, because A, I didn't want to tell anybody, and B, I knew the truth about everything. And you know what, when I came through those problems, I got a great sense of accomplishment knowing that I created those problems and I actually came through them on my own. Because I think if you can come through your own problems on your own and stand on your own 2 feet and rectify the shit that you brought into your own life, you put yourself ahead of a lot of people out there. And while it's not a competition to get ahead of other people, I think if you can stand on your own 2 feet and sort your own shit out with little or no help, that makes you a good person, because then it should tell you that you can get through most problems in life. If you're a person watching this that's got problems right now, just be self-aware and self-conscious that yes, people will be there for you, but only for a limited amount of time. And that patience from the other person will wear thin at some point. And if you're a person watching this that's got friends or family that are presenting problems to you, it's just about being compassionate with them, right? And, you know, I understand that we've all got our own problems, but it's about setting boundaries with that other person and saying, you know, you've got a specific amount of time, you know, let's listen to your problems, let's offer some solutions up for you. And then it's up to them to go and sort their life out. And it's just about being honest and fair and communicating that you're there for them, but setting out the boundaries clearly that, you know, while you're there, it's on them to go and sort it out for themselves. And you know what I always do when people come to me with problems, I always follow up with them just to find out how they got on, because you can't just send somebody away when they've got some deep-rooted issues or problems and then, you know, not kind of see how they're getting on. And I think that's what makes a good human. If you've exhausted all your free passes with the people around you in terms of telling them your problems, go and see a therapist. People will care about your problems when you're willing to pay for them. And if you can pay for people to sit and listen to your problems, then great. I've got a friend who's a therapist. I myself have been to therapy a couple of times before. And there are people out there that will care about your problems and offer up practical solutions, but only if you're willing to pay for it. So I think that's the caveat to understanding about whether people care about your problems or not, because if you're willing to pay, then there's a whole industry out there that wants to take your money and listen to you. And I think it's a great thing. So there you have it, people. There's a few of the reasons why people don't really want to sit and listen to your problems, because it's simple, really. We've all got our own problems going off. I think it's great if you can sit and listen to your friends or your family, because that's what we're there for. And you know, I think that's what helps humans survive and, you know, helps them to thrive in the world when we know that we've got people there. So if you're going through a problem right now, just know that you're on limited time with the people around you. Just know that it's down to you. It's your responsibility to pick yourself back up off the floor and sort your own life out. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.
Terror in the system, the one you fear. When I step in the game, you know it's clear.